Hi guys, and welcome to an episode number seven. And in this episode, we're going to kick off our World Cup campaign. We're going to go through today's episode. We're going to talk about predictions, who do we think is going to World Cup, who's going to be the dark horses, and all that kind of stuff. But in later episodes, we're probably going to go through the groups individually and say who we think the favourites will be, and that kind of stuff. And obviously, whatever happens in the World Cup, we'll react to that as well. But I think we'll go straight into it and get in those predictions. And we'll start with Sam. Sam, who's going to win this year's World Cup in Brazil?
Well, I think Argentina have a good shot, because notoriously European teams don't do well in South America, because of the weather conditions, humidity, etc. And I just think this year's Argentina's year, even though it's in Brazil and Brazil have a lot of very good players, I just think they might come up short a bit in the striker area. Whereas, Argentina finally found themselves a defense, etc. The midfield is good. Everyone knows about their forwards. I just think this year's their year.
You mentioned at the top there that about weather conditions and how hot it's going to be and stuff. Do you think that is a valid argument for how well teams can do or not, or is it just an excuse by teams saying, "Oh, it's too hot, that's why we don't play well"?
I don't know because look, let's use Spain for example. They just played in South America in the Confederations Cup. They played, was it Brazil in the final? And they lost 3-0. And by the end of the final, they looked exhausted. Like, so I do think weather takes a toll on European players. Um, not to say that that will take an effect on a country like England, because recently they went to the Maracanã and drew 2-2 from memory with Brazil. So I just think it depends on the country. I think countries like Italy and Spain will feel the effects a lot more than countries like England and Germany. Say sort of muscle through
Ah,
countries like that.
I think one of the questions that's always going to come into Argentina is their main man, Messi. Hasn't had the best times in the World Cup. Hasn't really produced what he's done with Barcelona. Is it his World Cup, or do you think it'll be more of a team effort, or will be the Messi show?
No, I don't think it'd be a Messi show. I think it'd be more of a team effort. I remember 4 years ago, sort of, he didn't play poor, but he didn't play really, really good either. He hasn't really hit the heights of, say, sort of like Ronaldo, the other players in his sort of bracket of players. Ronaldo sort of carries Portugal when he plays well. He pretty much got them qualified for the World Cup, didn't he, against Ibrahimovic?
Definitely.
Muscled them through. I don't think Messi can ever do that because, yeah, at Argentina they do have a lot of very, very good other players, such as Aguero, Di Maria, Lavezzi, list is never ending. And they're always going to contribute more than the players, for example, like Nani or these other players. So I think if Messi hits maybe 80, 90% and all the other players are playing well, I think they will be too much for any team.
Alright, fair enough. And now we'll move over to Julian. Do you agree with Sam, or do you have a different team that will win the World Cup?
I think Argentina is going to go far, but my favourite sort of tournament is going to be Germany. I think on paper, they arguably have the best or the second best team behind Spain in the squad. The midfield is really young. The oldest midfielder is Schweinsteiger, he's 29, and they've brought along Draxler, he's only 20. So they've got a mixture of youth and experience. And I don't know, the past few tournaments they've been thereabouts, but I guess they're like Spain in the years prior to them winning the European Championships and the World Cup. They had a quality team with Raul and players like that, but they've never really took that step and won it. And I think that Germany might be this year for them to push on to the semis and maybe finals and win it finally.
Let me pose a question to you. So, Germany and their squad have taken one fully fledged striker. Obviously, there's players that can adapt to that position. They've taken a 35-year-old closer, and for me, I'm a big fan of closers, and I think he can do it. My main issue would be if he gets injured, we'd have someone that can score goals.
Yeah, I mean, like closer, he's 35. He's going for that World Cup record as well to score more goals than Ronaldo. And like you said, Uh, Götze can play up there. Muller, Podolski, Yala, they can all play in that centre forward role. So I don't think that would be a problem for them if they choose to play five midfielders but one up top. No, six. Sorry, six midfielders and one up top. I don't think it'll be a problem for them because they've got so many quality attacking.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think Germany have always been there or thereabouts, but always seem to struggle in one game or don't seem to perform. But yeah, definitely some kind of thing. I think the main issue will be choosing who to play in midfield. They've got so many choices and stuff like that. It'll be quite difficult. But I'll go into my prediction, and I think it'll be they tried and tested Spain again. Uh, they're used to the situation. They got a talisman, or lucky charm Torres that is going to the squad somehow again, and leaving out likes of Negredo and other players that probably perform this season. But Spain, they've done it before. They've got the style of play. Everyone seems to be scared of them all the time. They've got riches of talent. They have so many great players at home. I can't see any way different. I think
Did
Spain.
you did you say that? Did you say they took Negredo?
No, they didn't take Negredo.
No, they didn't take Negredo.
Yeah,
I think Spain will come up short, man. They haven't got enough pace.
I don't know. Like, obviously,
They left Navas behind.
I know you need certain pace, but their passing creativity is so good. They got the likes of Iniesta and the Xavis, the Xabi Alonso's, these players that can create something and nothing like with one pass over the top or something like
Yeah,
that.
but all that team was beaten 3-0 by a poor Brazil team in the Confederation Cup. Or not poor, but beatable.
Yeah, I'm not arguing they're unbeatable, but I just think the success that country's had over the last few years will see them good again. But it should be definitely a good tournament. I'm sure we hopefully see some good games. I don't know what
Just quickly, who's your dark horse?
dark horse. That's good.
Mine's Belgium.
Yeah, same.
Belgium need to, yeah, they got riches of talent as well. They're gonna be good. Julian, who do you think?
Yeah, I have to agree with Sam. Belgium, they've got a quality team. I think
Januzaj, player of the tournament.
they're calm down.
I think actually, if Uruguay can get Suarez fit and fighting, they've done quite well in the last few tournaments, as in the tournament in South America and the World Cup. They keep Suarez fit. They've got a decent squad as well. That kind of good squad. But I think for today's episode, that's it. We've played all our predictions. Please, guys, leave a comment below. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? What's your opinions? Subscribe as well for more content. All of us are going to be running constant episodes through the World Cup, reacting to games, goals, and player reactions and stuff like that. And obviously, the transfer market's still open, so I'm sure we'll have a few stories from there. But for now, thank you.